This is how we live. Oh my, got me feeling so high. Throw your hands up, let me know that you're alright. Oh my, got me feeling so high, just like I'm never coming down. This is how we live. This is how we live. If you're looking for the problems in this world, you're gonna find them. All you gotta do is look out the door. If you're looking for that good stuff, it's already up inside you. All you gotta do is just let it show. Oh, I see your soul. Oh, just let it go. If you just be yourself, don't worry about nobody else. Show me what's inside of your soul. So come on, 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 come on. This is how we live. Oh my, got me feeling so high. Throw your hands up, let me know that you're alright. Oh my, got me feeling so high, just like I'm never coming down. This is how we living, dive into the deep end. We don't need a reason, jumping right into the weekend. Oh my, got me feeling so high, just like I'm never coming down. This is how we living. Check out my stilo, I'm never solo. Partying is better when we got a lot of people. So check your ego, we all about the rainbow. Show me what's inside of your soul. Come on, 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 come on. This is how we live it.
여러분, 안녕하세요.
Hello everyone,
I am Peter.
and I'm Daisy. Do you still remember the consonants and vowels you've learned so far? There are some of you who don't remember well, right? Don't worry. We will watch the consonant video one more time. Shall we start? Okay.
친구들, 한글 자음자 노래 불러볼까요? 기억 그래 기억 고마워 기억 기억 니은 나무 니은 노래해 니은 니은 디귿 도토리 디귿 디귿 달려라 디귿 리을 라면 리을 랄랄라 리을 리을 미음 만두 미음 맛있어 미음 미음 기억 니은 디귿 리을 미음 비읍 바람 비읍 반가워 비읍 비읍
시옷 상어 시옷 사랑해
시옷 시옷 이응 아기 이응
이응 안녕
이응
지읒 주머니 지읒 재밌어
지읒 지읒
지읒 치타 지읒 축하해
지읒 지읒
비읍 시옷 이응 지읒 지읒
기읒 코끼리 기읒 쿵쿵쿵 기읒 기읒
비읍 토끼 비읍 튼튼해
기읒 기읒
비읍 풍선
비읒
비읍 팡팡팡
비읒
비읍 함께 비읍 하하하
기읒 기읒
다 함께 하하하하하 비읍 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 비읍
Alright. So now, please repeat after me. 기역, 니은, 디귿, 리을, 미음, 비읍, 시옷, 이응, 지읒, 치읒, 키읔, 티읒, 피읍, 히읗. So the first consonant 기역, 기역 sounds g. g. Next, 니은, 니은 sounds n. n. And 디귿, 디귿 sounds d. d. And 리을, 리을 sounds l. l. And 미음, 미음 sounds m. m. And 비읍, 비읍 sounds b. b. And 시옷, 시옷 sounds s. s. And next, it's 이응. 이응 sounds 응. Actually, the 이응 doesn't have any sounds. So it is like the placeholder. And next is 지읒. 지읒 sounds 즈. 즈. And next, 치읓. 치읓 sounds 츠. 츠. And 키읔. 키읔 sounds 크. 크. And 티읒. 티읒 sounds 트. 트. And 피읍. And 피읍 sounds 프. 프. And as a last, 히읗 sounds 흐. 흐. Alright. So you remember the consonants now, right? Then let's move to the vowels. Let's watch the vowels video clip.
Yo. 한글을 배워봐요. 둘, 셋, 넷. 아야, 어여, 오요, 우유, 의이. 아야, 어여, 오요, 우유, 의이. 한 번 더. 아야, 어여, 오요, 우유, 의이. 아야, 어여, 오요, 우유, 의이. 어여 우유 의이 아야 어여 우유 의이 한 번 더 아야 어여 우유 의이 아야 어여 우유 의이 참 쉽다.
Do you remember the vowels as well? Please repeat after me. 아, 야, 어, 여, 오, 요, 우, 유, 으, 이. One more time. 아, 야, 어, 여, 오, 요, 우, 유, 으, 이. Good job. In this class, we will learn about 가족. 가족. 가족 means family. These are the words that we will learn today. 아버지, 어머니, 할아버지, 할머니, 오빠, 형, 언니, 누나, 남동생, 여동생.
Daisy, how is your mom? And I also miss your 동생 so much.
엄마? 동생? What does mean?
엄마 means mom. And 동생 means younger brother or sister in Korean.
It's so hard.
Don't worry. Teacher Kaun and Grace will teach you very soon.
Then shall we all call the teachers together?
All right. Teachers!
Hello everyone! I am Kaun and Grace. From today, we will choose its topic and learn words on that topic. Also, we will learn how to read and write. Today's topic is family because there were many friends who have asked about family since last time. In many English-speaking countries, the relationship between relatives is called separately, only between men and women. But in Korea, not only men and women, but also the father's side and mother's side are clearly distinguished by their kinship. So it's a bit complicated, but I think it's the most important part. We believe that you will follow us well. Will you? Yes, very good. Then let's start right away. Khan, what's that? It's my family picture. Do you want to see my old picture? Yes, show me. These are my family. This is me. So cute. The two on the left are my father and mother. Oh, your father looks very nice. Yeah, I think so too. The two on the right are my grandfather and grandmother. They look young. The two people next to me in the middle are my older brother and younger sister. Doesn't your family in the picture all live in one house? Yes. Do you know what grandfather, grandmother, father, and mother are called in Korean? Also, how do you call your brother or sister? We are going to learn about family title in order of parents, brothers and sisters, grandparents. Are you ready? Good. First, we'll learn about our parents. The first word is 아버지. The head of the family, 아버지 means father. Repeat after me. 아버지. 아버지 아버지 Good. For example, my 아버지 hobby is playing golf. Does your 아버지 like golf too? No, my 아버지 doesn't like it. Okay. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write it twice. 아버지. Let's read it as we read it. Repeat after me. 아버지. 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 Yes. Next. The second word is 어머니, who gave us birth to us. 어머니 means mother. Repeat after me. 어머니. 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 Well done. For example, my 어머니 is really good at cooking. Will you come to eat my 어머니 this is later? Okay, I will definitely go. Okay, next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 니. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 어머니. 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 Very good. Next. In English there, dad and mom. When you call your father and mother friendly. Likewise, in Korea, dad is 아빠 and mom is 엄마. Repeat after me. 아빠. 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 Good. Next. 엄마. 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 Excellent. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 아, 빠, 마. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 아빠, 아빠, 아빠. And next. 엄마, 엄마, 엄마. Good job. Next. You just learned 아버지 and 어머니. In Korean, 아버지, 어머니 are called 부모님. 부모님 means parents. Repeat after me. 부모님. 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 For example, Khan, what are you doing on the weekend? I'm eating with my 아빠 and 엄마. Oh, you're going to eat with your 부모님. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 부, 모, 님. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 부, 모, 님. 부, 모, 님. 부모님. Good. Then shall we follow and read the words we have learned so far? Please repeat after me. 아버지, 아빠, 아버지, 아빠. 아버지 means father. 아빠 means dad. 어머니, 엄마. 어머니, 엄마. 어머니 means mother. 엄마 means mom. Next, 부모님. 부모님. 부모님 means parents. Everyone, how was it? So far, it's been easy. It can be a little difficult from now on. But don't give up and let's keep going. Then let's learn the next word. Next is learn brother and sister. The first word is 형 and 오빠. 형 and 오빠 means older brother. The two right means the same thing. But in Korean, you call your older brothers 형 if you're a man, and 오빠 if you're a woman. Repeat after me. 형, 형, 형. Good. Next, 오빠, 오빠, 오빠. Yes. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 형 and 오빠. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 형, 형, 형. Yes. Next. 오빠, 오빠, 오빠. Very good. Next. The second word is 누나 and 언니. 누나 and 언니 means older sister. Likewise, there's two words means the same thing. But in Korean, you call your older sister 누나 if you're a man and 언니 if you're a woman. Grace 언니. 왜? Why? Okay. Repeat after me. 누나, 누나, 누나. Good job. Next. 언니, 언니, 언니. Yes. Good. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 누, 나, and on, 니. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 누나, 누나, 누나. Yes, next. 언니, 언니, 언니. Good job. Next. The third word is 남동생 and 여동생. 남동생 means younger brother and 여동생 means younger sister. You can also simply call your brother and sister younger than your 동생. If your 동생 is a man, you'll call him 남동생. And if your 동생 is a woman, you'll call her 여동생. Repeat after me. 동생, 동생, 동생. Yes. Let's see some example. My 언니 is good at studying. My 동생 is a 나아디. My 오빠 gives a short hairstyle. Okay. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 동생. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 동생, 동생, 동생. Yes, excellent. If you ask a word as an example, you can understand it, right? Good. Then shall we follow and read the words we have learned so far? 형, 오빠, 형, 오빠. 형, 오빠 means older brother. 누나, 언니, 누나, 언니. 누나, 언니 means older sister. 동생, 동생. 동생 means younger brother and sister. Everyone, how was it? These words are a little difficult, right? After this class over, look at the PDF file that we will give you. I hope you can practice it, then let's learn the following word. This time, let's learn about grandparents. First word is 할아버지. 할아버지 means grandfather. Repeat after me. 할아버지. 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 Yes. Last is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 할, 아, 버, 지. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 할아버지. 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 Good job. Next. Second word is 할머니. 할머니 means grandmother. Repeat after me. 할머니, 할머니, 할머니. Good job. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write twice. 할머니. Let's read it as we write it. Repeat after me. 할머니, 할머니, 할머니. Yes. Next. We just learned 할아버지 and 할머니. In US, you're called both your grandparents in father's side and mother's side, grandfather and grandmother. But unlike the United States, Korean distinguishes between the title of 친 and 왜. 친 means father's side and 왜 means mother's side. Are you all writing down? Yes, good. It is important, so please write it down one more time. 친 means father's side and 왜 means mother's side. So, Koreans call their father's parents 친할아버지 and 친할머니. 친할아버지 means paternal grandfather. So, father's side puts 친 in front of 할아버지 and 할머니 that we learned earlier. And their mother parents are called 외할아버지 and 외할머니. 외할머니 means maternal grandmother, also mother's side. You put 왜 in front of 할아버지 and 할머니. And you call your 할아버지 and 할머니 조부모님, regardless of the father side and the mother side. Repeat after me. 조부모님, 조부모님, 조부모님. Yes, good. Next is how to write it down. Look at the slide and write it twice. 조, 부, 모, 님. Let's read it as we read it. Repeat after me. 조부모님, 조부모님, 조부모님. Good. Excellent. For example, Khan, what are you doing today? I will go to my 할아버지 house to make kimchi today. 친할아버지 or 외할아버지? I go to my 친할아버지 house. So I can't go to the academy today. Okay, see you at the school tomorrow. How was it? Did you understand somehow? Good. Then shall we read the word we learned today? 할아버지 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 means grandfather. 할머니 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 means grandmother. 조부모님 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 means grandparents. We're done, all of you. This time, let's check how much you understood through the exercise.
Exercise 1. Please look at the sentence and please select O if it is correct and X if it is incorrect. The father's father is called 외할아버지 or X. I will give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, the correct answer is X. The father's father is called 친할아버지. Repeat after me. 친할아버지. 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 외할아버지 is what is called the mother's father. Please repeat after me. 외할아버지. 외할아버지. 외할아버지.
Exercise 2. Choose O or X to see if the suggested sentence is correct or not. The mother's mother is called 외할머니. I will give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, the correct answer is O. Please repeat after me. 외할머니. 외할머니. 외할머니.
Exercise 3. Choose O or X to see if the suggested sentence is correct or not. The younger brother is called 여동생. O or X. I will give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, the correct answer is X. The younger brother is called 남동생. Please repeat after me. 남동생. 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 The younger sister is called 여동생. Please repeat after me. 여동생. 여동생. 여동생.
Exercise 4. Choose O or X to see if the suggested sentence is correct or not. The older sister is called 누나 when I'm a boy. O or X. I will give you 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, the correct answer is O. Please repeat after me. 누나, 누나, 누나. Exercise 5. Choose O or X to see if the suggested sentence is correct or not. The older brother is called 오빠 when I'm a girl. O or X. I will give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, the correct answer is O. Please repeat after me. 오빠, 오빠, 오빠. Good job. Until now, you have learned how to speak your family members in Korean. I think some of you can't follow with because it's difficult. Everyone, don't give up. As I said in previous lessons, speed don't matter. Direction is important. Read and write over and over again. And don't forget to review it. I am 가은 and Grace.
How was it, guys? Did you like the class? Today, we learned words related to family. There are also words that are similar to English, like 아빠, dad, 엄마, mom. And there are unfamiliar words like 삼촌 and 할머니, right? Then let's review what we learned today. 아버지, 아버지. 어머니, 어머니. 할아버지, 할아버지. 할머니, 할머니. 오빠, 오빠. 형, 형. 언니, 누나, 누나. 남동생, 남동생. 여동생, 여동생. How was it? Did you get it now? Good.
Today's homework is to write the words that you learned today 10 times. Take a video that you are calling your family in Korean. And please refer to the PDF. Let's look at an example. 엄마, I love you. 형, play with me. You can also contact your relatives even though they are not living with you. 삼촌, how are you? 할머니, how's everything? Like this.
You will always pick up some Korean language whenever you apply them in your life and practice them. Next time, we will learn Korean numbers.
Really? I can't wait. Do you guys want to learn it too?
Then you have to join our next class.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for attending our class today. And I'm Peter.
And I'm Daisy.
See you next time.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Mind Lecture session. Today I'll be talking about self-control. Everyone, have you ever thought that you want to be happy in life? You also want to have a hopeful future? You want to have a bright laughter? And you also want to live a productive life and you want to maximize your youth. If you learn self-control, then you will be able to have all the things that you want. But everyone, let me ask you, as you live your life, at times you might feel wronged, don't you? At times you might feel despised by someone, looked down at, right? And sometimes you might even be used by someone, or you might feel like you have been tricked. Then how you feel when those things happen? Or what if someone bullies you? Or what if you feel like you're unloved by your siblings? At times, we might feel these things in our hearts, but it doesn't stop there. After we feel like we're unloved, we feel like we have been wronged, we feel like we have been despised, then a certain heart starts to arise inside of us. That could be anger, or sadness, or pain. And there's so much more. But when these things arise in our hearts and grow, if we are not able to think a little bit more, in other words, if we're not able to control ourselves, this can actually end up into something really terribly wrong. So everyone, I want to ask you the question, can you control your desires? In other words, can you control yourself? Very important thing to know. Your ability to control yourself is the safety device to freely utilize your youth, everyone. Let me ask you, do you know how to fly a kite? Let me see your hands. You know how to fly a kite? Okay, great. Guess what? When I was younger, I am young, but when I was younger, me and my brothers and my friends in my neighborhood back in Jamaica, I'm originally from Jamaica. Back in Jamaica, we used to love flying kites. So, we make our kites from bamboo. So what we do, we get our lunch money, we go to school, we don't buy any lunch. We just go and eat our friends, eat out our friends' lunch, and then we will save that money to come home, and what do we buy? We buy long strings, long thread, and also we buy glue. And then we get a lot of plastic bags, and we will make kites. And we will go down at the bottom of my community, and we would fly the kites together. But everyone, do you know that there are factors to flying a kite? Do you know what these factors are? You can't just fly a kite. There are some things that you need in order to fly a kite. What are those? Can we see a show of hands? What do you think we need to fly a kite? Yes, some people say plastic bag. Okay, what else? Bamboo, the string. Okay, sure. You need all of those things. But guess what? There are some essential things that you need to fly a kite. What are those? First, you need tension. Without a tension, you can't pull a kite up. And the second thing, you need wind. Without any wind at all, then you cannot get the kite up. The third thing that you need is the lift. When the wind meets the kite, the pressure pushes the kite up, that is needed as well. So these three things are needed. They're very necessary in order to fly a kite. So to fly a kite, like I said, we need to have good wind. That's one. We need to have strong strings. And we also need to have good tension. Now, these three factors, what do they represent in our lives, everyone? Right? What do they represent our lives? Why am I telling you about a kite? What does a kite have to do with us? Yes, let's say the kite is our lives. there are three factors that we need as well in order to succeed in life, in order to become a happy person. What are those? We want to have happiness. We also have our desires. And what is our tension? Our control. So there's this strive, that the place that we want to go, and that's where? Happiness. Everyone wants to live a happy, a joyful, a successful life, and that's a place that we are striving to. And we also have our desires, right? Those desires are what drives us to the place that we want to get in life. But everyone, if you're not able to control that desire, then what happens? If you're not able to have control over the kite when you're flying it, and this happened to me many times, while we're flying the kite and then the string is very loose, then the kite blows away with the wind. When that happens, everyone, that means I didn't have good tension. When that happens, then I lost the kite. Our lives are the same. Even though we are striving, we want to become happy, and there are our desires that are striving us to become happy, without control, then we get out of hand. And that is why many times people make rational desires in their life, and they make desires, and they make the decisions that they cannot come back to change. They regret them in the future. But everyone, what is this control that we're talking about? Yes, everyone, that is being told no. From a young age, if someone is trained being told no from a very young age, then when they grow up, then they will be able to learn when to say no. They'll be able to stop when they come to a certain point where if they go over that edge, then it's the end of their life. If they go over that edge, then they can't turn back. Many people get to that point, and because they were not told no while they were growing up, they didn't learn how to say no, then now they regret the decisions that they have made in life. I want to show a video to give you an example. Now, this is a video about a beautiful city, San Francisco, and how it changed from being a beautiful city to what it is today. Let's watch the video.
There's more feces on the sidewalks than I've ever seen, growing up here. That was something that wasn't the norm.
Than you've ever seen.
Than I've ever seen, for sure.
We surveyed 153 blocks of downtown San Francisco. We spent 3 days walking up and down every street, inspecting more than 20 miles of the city. We found trash on every block, 303 piles of feces, and 100 needles.
There's a website where residents can log complaints with the city. You can go on it at any time and find thousands and thousands of reports about feces. New ones are filed roughly every 20 minutes. In one case, a quote, big bag of poo filled with approximately 20 pounds of feces that was oozing out was discarded on a San Francisco sidewalk.
I need a third world country, but it's not as bad as this.
Dr. Riley has researched some of the dirtiest slums in the world, but believes contamination levels in parts of San Francisco may now be even worse.
Much higher than what we see in places like Brazil or Kenya or India.
She and her class walked right by nearly a dozen drug needles.
And who's responsible for that? It couldn't be the leftist government that runs the city itself, could it? Surely they wouldn't be handing out millions of needles to drug addicts every year. Surely not. I mean, yeah, it's them. At a cost of over $500,000, the city's health department hands out 400,000 syringes a month every month. That's nearly 5 million a year. That's so common that during filming for NBC about this very problem, the new mayor walked right by a guy prepping a needle. In the name of reducing infection from contaminated needles, the health department boasts that it has reduced the number of new HIV infections among people who inject drugs from 106 in 2010 to 38 in 2016. Whoop-de-doo! Out of 400,000 needles distributed monthly, 246,000 come back, leaving 154,000 needles on the streets, in parks and playgrounds. All because the government is giving them out for free.
Did you enjoy that video? Yes, everyone. That beautiful city called Francisco, it was such a beautiful city, but look what it has turned into now. Why is that so? Yes, you see the word right above me. Everyone wants freedom. Let me ask you, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer to do whatever you want? Or would you prefer to have someone telling you no every single time? Which one? Write in the chat box for me. Which one do you prefer? Would you prefer someone telling you no all the time, or would you prefer to do whatever you want to do? Write in the chat box. Okay, I see a lot of people writing, I want to do whatever I want to do. Not many people are writing that they want to hear no. That is so true. Me, myself as well, I would not be one to be told no. But everyone, let's take San Francisco for example. What's happening? It's crazy. People are afraid to even go on the streets. The tourists, when they come, people tell them, do not come to San Francisco. Why? People are afraid for their lives. The homeless people even go into stores and they can't do anything about it. The store manager, the security guard that are standing by the doors, they can't do anything about it when they come in and steal things from their store. Why is that so? They poop on the street and nobody says anything about it. They build tents and they live on the middle of the street, on the sidewalks. They pour trash all over the street. Why is that so? Why is it that no one can say anything to them? They do drugs however they want, freely. Everyone, because the government gave it to them for free. The government even provided a place for them to go and do drugs freely. Why? This is their theory. They say that anyway, if you give it to them, they're going to find a way, and if you don't give it to them, they're going to find a way and they're going to do it even worse in the street. That's why don't take it away from them. Just put it in a place where they can just do a certain amount. Of course, they're controlling the amount of drugs that they need, but that they're used, but that does not mean that they're still not addicted to drugs. Everyone, the law basically gives them freedom. There is no law that says you can't live on the street like that. There's no law that says that they cannot just go in the store and do what they're doing, whatever they want. They wanted freedom. When you give them freedom, what happens, everyone? It is true that no one likes to be told no. But what happens if no one says no? This beautiful city called San Francisco, this is how this city looked. But this beautiful city, today it does not look like this. What it turned into? Garbage on the street, poop all over, people living in tents on the street. Everyone, this is not a third world country. But imagine, some third world countries are even better than what San Francisco looks like right now. What happened, everyone? There are many people who want unlimited freedom. In other words, there are people that want to do whatever they want to do. My younger brother, while we were growing up, we were very poor. So our mom would go to several jobs. She would work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different jobs just to send us to school. Why? I don't want to get too personal, but my dad, he always disappears. He always leaves home for about a month or 2, and then he would come back. And when he comes back, he doesn't have enough money. My dad actually made casket. You know, a casket that when you're burying someone, you have to put them in that box, that rectangular box, and then bury them. Yes, that's what my father does. So in Jamaica, if you do that kind of job, you make good money. But that money did not come into our house. So we were very poor, and our mom had to work very hard to make the money for us to go to school. But my younger brother, he would steal that money and use it to buy things with his friends. Everyone, you know, he doesn't need to steal that money. But from that young age, when he started to steal it, of course, many times my mom did not find out. Many times I was blamed for what happened. But because of that, growing up, he was not being able to break his heart from that young age. After we came to America, he went to the candy store and he was stealing chocolate. Everyone, do you think we don't have money to buy chocolate for him? How much is a chocolate? $5? $10? $15? It's something we can afford. But why does he do it? Because from that young age, he was doing whatever he wanted to. From that young age, nobody was telling him no. So when he comes to America, what he does what he wants. He actually can just ask, hey, brother, can I get some chocolate? He can just ask. But why didn't he? Everyone, you might think it's a simple problem, and you might think that this is nothing, but this is how many people are living today. Without self-control, they get angry, or they have some rational thoughts about something or someone, and look at the news. When you see people commit suicide, what does the parent say? Oh, my son, he was such a nice guy. I never saw any sign of him wanting to commit suicide. He was a good person. I don't know what got into him. Everyone, it was in him already. He just had one rational thought. My parents don't love me. One rational thought. Oh, those guys, they don't like me. That teacher, she doesn't like me. Just following that rational thought without thinking one more time or two more time, then that's how they end up living a miserable and regretful life. Many people, why do they end up stealing? I have to get it. I have to get it. I must get it. They have this kind of desire. Everyone, so what if you cannot get what you want? Does that mean you will not be happy? Everyone, there are so many people in this world. Think about it, celebrities all over the world. The K-pop idols that you guys like so much. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of fame. But are they truly happy? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Everybody wants to have that unlimited freedom, or they want to live a life where they can do whatever they want to do. But the question is, are they truly happy? Do you think so? Is that the life that you want to live? You want to live like an idol. You want to live where you can do everything that you want to do, whatever you want to do, without being told no? Then what will happen? People, everything will fall apart in our lives. People don't like to be told no. But when no one says no, everything will fall apart, just like San Francisco did. A beautiful city like San Francisco, it's not a third world country. That city is beautiful, but what happens when there was no one saying no? People were going into stores and robbing it and stealing stuff in broad daylight, and nobody could say anything. Why? The law was protecting them. People were pooping on the street. The government just leave them. People were doing drugs. The government helped them to do drugs. They thought they were doing something good for the people, giving them freedom. They thought that if they give them this kind of freedom, then the crime rate will reduce. They thought that the homeless people will reduce. No, it got worse. It got worse. When no one says no, everyone, everything falls apart. When no one tells us, and when we have no one to tell us no, and no one can help us from the undesirable future. When you do whatever you want to do, then who's going to stop you from making choices that you will regret for the rest of your life? I've been to many juvenile center, detention centers, and I talk with many of the juveniles there. What do they say? I never intended to do that. That was not my plan. Why do you do it? I don't know. There's something that's pulling me, something that's driving me to do it. Their desires. I must get it. I have to get it. That's what led my brother to steal chocolate from stores. He doesn't have to get it. But that desire that's pulling him to him that you must get it. You have to get it. What does it lead you to? Everyone, without learning to control your desires, then you have no control over your life. Do you want to have control over your life? Yes, I'm sure you want to. But you cannot have control over your life without having control over your desires. In the same way, if you're driving a really nice car, a very fast car, and if the brake does not work, you will have no control over that car. Then what will happen? You will get in an accident. You will get in an accident and you ruin your life. So very important thing, when you're driving a very nice car, very fast car, if the brakes works well, then you have control over that car. In the same way, if we're able to establish this brake in our lives called self-control, then we will have control over our lives. And then you'll be able to live that happy, successful, and beautiful life that you want to live. Everyone, take from this mind lecture today that if you want to live a happy, bright, and beautiful life, you must learn how to control, learn how to say no, learn how to step back. And I believe that once you're able to implement this kind of mindset in your life, then you'll be able to reach that point of happiness that you're looking for. Thank you guys so much for listening today, and I hope that you're enjoying all the Korean classes. And until next time, and I will see you. Bye!